Good morning, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Come down to your mat in a comfortable seated posture, and you can use your folded blanket or towel or pillow to sit on. And then if you have a belt handy, feel free to grab that as well. Like I use an old tie. Okay. So let's just start in our seated posture. And if you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged, just stretch a leg out. Okay, it's okay to adjust because the most important thing is that you're comfortable. And then the next most important thing is that you're sitting with a nice straight back, and that's going to allow you to take some slow, deep breaths. So let's begin just by closing your eyes. And to bring ourselves fully into the moment, let's listen to all of the sounds in the room. And any sounds outside of the room. Any internal sounds, the sound of your breathing. There's a saying in yoga that when you are in the moment, or when I am in the moment, there's bliss. And it's when I forget that my suffering begins. Right? So just take a moment to enjoy the moment, being in the moment, and enjoy the bliss. And now bring your awareness to your posture. You're lengthening from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And then just relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax through the nose, the cheeks, the corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. And relax down through the neck and throat. And relax your shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders. Relax through the upper back, your chest, your lungs, your heart center, down through the abdomen, through the lower back. And relax from the hips all the way down the legs, through the feet and the toes. And now bring your awareness to your breath. Count to yourself the length of your inhale. Count again the length of your exhale. See if you can even out your breath. So if you inhale to the count of 7, you'll exhale to the count of 7. And with your next exhale, let your chin come forward and just slowly hang your head down. And draw your chest up towards your chin. Still practicing being in the moment. Focusing on your breath. Feel that stretch to the back of your neck down into your shoulders. And then slowly roll your head to one side. And just let the ear hang towards your shoulder. Keep your jaw relaxed. And now around to the back. Let your head go back. And over to the other side. And then bring your head back down to the front. Let's do a few circles. Inhale, roll your head around to the back. And exhale back to the front. And do about 3 or 4 circles in each direction. Just take your time. You don't have to think or focus on anything else right now except your neck rolls, your breathing. And when you're done, just let your head hang down, clasp your hands together, lay them gently on the back of your head, and just hold. Adding to the stretch. Bring your head back up to center. You can put one hand on the head, the other one can just rest on your leg, and just gently draw the ear towards your shoulder and hold. And then let's do the other side. Good, and back to center. All right, let your head turn gently from side to side, back and forth. Good, and bring your head right back to center. All right, let's draw the arms up in front. We'll do our eagle twist. You're just going to put one elbow inside of the other, okay? If you can't get the elbow all the way in, that's okay. You can still cross it like this. You're still going to get a good stretch. Then back to back with the hands, or you might be able to wrap them around again. So different kinds of variations. So draw your elbows out. And take a nice deep breath. And just feel that stretch right across your upper back, right through the shoulder blades. And 2. And 3. Good. Let those elbows come down and slowly untwist and stretch. And let's do the other side. Bring the arms up. We'll wrap one elbow inside. Wrap the arms around. Draw your elbows up. And hold. Nice deep breath. 2. And 3. Inhale and exhale. Let your elbows come down and untwist. Good. Arms by the side. Inhale, reach out and up. Nice deep stretch. Inhale and stretch. Clasp your hands together. Reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale over. Good. Let's come back to center and just draw back slightly with your arms. Let your fingertips touch. Inhale, exhale, reach out. Go ahead and turn your hands towards your back. So you're going to clasp your hands together and gently draw those elbows back and hold. Good. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders. And just bring the elbows in and back and around. Nice big circles. And let's go ahead and change direction. Good. Let your arms come down. Relax. Go ahead and stretch those legs out. Get some circulation back to those knees. Rock your feet in and out a few times. Even this simple movement can help stretch those hip flexors back and forth. Good. Okay, let's come over onto the hands and knees. We'll do some of our cat and dog tail stretching. We're also going to do some downward dog. So if you want bare feet, you can take your socks off. Okay, so let's come on to the hands and knees. And if you want extra padding under your knees, feel free to use that blanket. Hands go flat onto the mat, always spreading the fingers wide and always having your middle finger straight ahead so that you're not rotating the wrists, right, in or out. That'll put extra pressure on your hands. All right, tuck your chin in and just round your back and shoulders and stretch as you exhale. And then arch your back, look up and inhale. And exhale, tuck your chin in. Inhale and look up. All right, with your next exhale, bring your hips right back toward the heels and then stretch your arms all the way out. Stretch out through those fingertips. Doesn't matter if the hips actually come all the way down. We're just rounding out that lower back and stretch. Take a nice deep breath here. Good, and then bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees and put the hands under your shoulders again, so you're like a little table. Okay, so we're gonna do a little balancing. I want you to extend your right leg straight out behind you, find a point to stare at, and now you're going to extend your left arm, so it's the opposite. It's like you're being stretched from one side of the room to the other, and just hold. Good. And then bring your hand and knee down. Let's do the other side. Extend that left leg out. Reach with that right arm. Stretch. Good. And relax. All right. Let's sit towards the right heel. Twist over to the left. And just relax. This is, I think, I have so many favorite stretches, but this is definitely one of them. And 2, it just feels so good to get into that lower back area and through the shoulders. 3, and 4, and then back up onto your hands and knees. Let's switch over. So you're going to sit towards that left heel. Reach over to the right and stretch. And 2, 3, 4, good, and come right back to center, back onto the hands and knees. Let's do a little shoulder stretch. I want your knees hip distance apart. Hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to do thread the needle. So I am going to take the back of my left hand. So you can do the left side. Take the back of your left hand, put it on the mat, slide it through behind your right arm, and come on down onto that left shoulder and rest on the left side of your head. Okay. So this is the first step. The next step is to take your right arm and bend it behind your back. So your hand could be on your back. You might touch your thigh. You could do that. Now you're going to look straight ahead, or you can try looking up towards the ceiling and gently drawing that shoulder back to increase the stretch. You should feel this right across your shoulder blade, especially on that left side. This gets to that hard to reach muscle and area in your shoulder blades, and just hold. Nice, slow, deep breath. Inhale as you exhale, slowly untwist. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees. And we'll do the other side. So back of the right hand on the mat, slide it through, come all the way down onto your shoulder and rest on the side of your head. Take that left arm, reach it behind your back. You can look straight ahead, or you can turn your head and try to look up and just hold. Nice deep breath. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to slowly untwist and come right back up onto your hands and knees. Okay, so let's bring the forearms down. So now your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Okay. Turn that left elbow out to the side. Put your forehead down on your forearm and reach forward with that right arm. You're going to feel this one even through the chest. So you'll feel it like in the armpit, the underside of your arm, but also in the shoulder and in the chest area, and just hold. All right, let's switch sides. So turn that right elbow out. Put your forehead on your forearm and reach forward with that left arm. All right, put your forehead down on the mat. Reach forward with both arms. Now I'm going to give you a variation and you decide if this feels comfortable for you. You can try coming onto your chin. Okay, so you have your forehead on the mat. You can try coming onto your chin. Now it's a pretty deep stretch. Just see how that feels. Good, and then from here, if you're on the chin, put your forehead back onto the mat. Now use your hands to help you. Bring yourself back. We're going to do a child's pose. So with the child's pose, similar to the half tortoise, except you're going to bring hips to the heels, arms by your side, and forehead to the mat. And if that's not comfortable, you can also put one arm on top of the other and your forehead on your forearms. Okay. It's kind of like you're tucked into this little, almost like a little ball. And just hold for a moment. Good. And then bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the hands back onto the mat. So I'd like to also do a downward dog today. And the best way to measure out for the downward dog is to bring the hips towards the heels, reach forward with your arms. Your arms go forward a little bit. And you want that small finger towards the edge of your mat. So the hands are just a little bit wider than the shoulders, always keeping that middle finger pointing straight ahead. You're going to come up onto the hands and knees. Okay, let your toes curl under, lift your hips and gently stretch your chest back. So keep the knees slightly bent, a little soft. Keep lifting your hips towards the ceiling, pressing your chest back towards your thighs and stretch. And you can do the runner stretch where you bend one knee and push that opposite heel right down to the mat. Alternate your legs, back and forth. Good. Let the shoulders come forward. Let your knees come down onto the mat. Now let's slide the right knee all the way up. This is called the half pigeon. So the right knee comes forward. You're going to turn that right heel in. So it's by, oh, excuse me, I'm sneeze. So it's by your left hip bone. Excuse me. All right. You're going to stretch that left leg back. Inhale as you look forward. And exhale as you come on down. You can rest on your forearm. You can put your forehead all the way down, whatever feels comfortable for you. When I go into this pose, I actually like to just gently rock my hips just a little bit from side to side. Sometimes If you get into a posture and your body feels really tight, right? Sometimes our first reaction is to tense up. Other parts of our body are, clenching the jaw, tensing the hips. But I find that if I just very gently kind of rock a little bit in a pose, I can relax a little bit more. It makes it a little more comfortable. So you just decide what feels good for you. All right. All right, go ahead and bring yourself up. We're going to put the hands firmly on the mat, go onto the ball of that back foot. You're going to press and lift your hips and gently draw that right foot back. So now you're back into the downward dog and just hold. Stretch. Good. Let's do this again. Shoulders forward, knees come on down. Go ahead and draw your left knee all the way up. Turn the heel in. Stretch your right leg back. Inhale and look forward and stretch. And as you exhale, come on down. And rest your forehead down into your forearms. And again, if it's comfortable to gently rock your hips, you can do that. All right, bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. Let's step it back again into the downward dog and stretch. Nice deep breath. Shoulders forward, knees down to the mat, hips all the way back towards the heels, and relax. You can even open and close your fists, your fingers a few times and stretch out your hands. Rock your hips a little bit from side to side. Good. Bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. And let's go ahead and stretch the toes and the feet. Good. All right, we're going to come on up. So take your blanket or pillow, whatever, set it to the side and go ahead and come right up to standing posture. All right. Let's start with feet hip distance. I like to start with a little twisting. Hands on the hips, knees are soft. They're relaxed. Lean forward, roll around to the back as you inhale. Exhale, back to the front. Good, we're going to change direction. And right back to center. Inhale as you exhale, just fold now right into your front bend. Let your arms hang, let your head hang, sway from side to side, and just let go of all the tension through the back. It's good to hang upside down and get some blood to the brain. That helps improve our memory. All right, we're going to come down by bending the knees. Get the hands to the floor for balance. Come on down into your squat. So that front bend and the squat is a good sort of counter or opposite stretch. And I'm guessing, just like me, you guys are sitting or standing at your computer all day long. So if you can even set a timer to remind yourself to do a front bend and squat, right? Maybe in between every meeting or every hour or something like that. And just experiment, just see how you feel at the end of the day. And go ahead and come down into a squat. All right, just doing a little bit of stretching throughout the day will make a difference. Go ahead and back to that front bend. Or like, you go to the restroom or something and then you take 5 minutes, to do some stretching. Good. Go ahead and bring yourself up, hands to your hips, something to get yourself into routine. All right, use your hands, put them on your back so the heel of the hands are right under the rib cage. We're just going to support the back, lift up and gently stretch, leaning back and back up to standing. We stretch forward, we stretch back. Now we're going to do side to side. So bring your feet closer, toes can touch, or just be a couple of inches apart, arms slightly out to the side. So now you're in your Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, reach out and up. Let your fingertips touch. Reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side. Push out on that hip. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, right down into your front bend. Let's bring the hands to the front of the legs, either on the shins or the thighs. Gently pull that chest forward. So stretch out your back. So you're kind of like flattening out your back, and then fold. And now reach and come all the way up, and then back to the heart as you exhale. All right, we're going to do this sequence several times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale right into your front bend. Hands in the legs, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach and come on up. And back to the heart. And you can move at your own pace, follow your breath. And let's practice being in the moment again. We call that Nityananda. Just focusing on your breathing, being fully aware, fully present. When your mind wanders, it's okay, just come back to the moment. And let's do one more. Okay. Let your hands come back to the heart and just relax your shoulders, relax your legs. All right, if you've got a belt handy, let's do the shoulder stretch. It's called the eagle twist, but we're gonna, or not the eagle twist, the cow face pose, and we're gonna use the belt, or you can use a small towel or something like that. And if you don't have a belt or anything, you can still get a good stretch with the posture. You could even use a long sock, really, anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna turn so that we're facing the same direction. You're gonna hold onto the belt with the right hand, reach up towards the ceiling, bend at the elbow, and then use your left hand, gently touch that right elbow, gently draw it up and slightly back, and then take your left hand and reach up and you'll hold on to the belt. So it's like this, okay? If you don't need a belt, if you can actually reach for the fingers, then you can do that as well. But you're gonna feel this right across that upper left shoulder, along the back of your right arm. Stand up nice and tall. Breathe. Inhale as you exhale, go ahead and let that arm come down or the arms come down and just relax. Kind of swing the arm, stretch it out. All right, let's do the other side. So hold on to the belt with your left hand, reach up, bend at the elbow. Take your right hand, gently touch that left elbow and gently draw it up and back. And then reach up with your right hand and you're going to reach for that belt. You might have one arm slightly tighter than the other. That's okay. Over time with doing yoga, that will start to, you're going to see that your body starts to balance out from that left side to the right side, front to back. And just hold. Breathe. One more. Good. Inhale as you exhale, go ahead and let that arm come down and stretch. All right. Okay, so from here, feet about hip distance. Let's come down into our front bend. Go ahead and relax. You can just put the belt to the side. Relax into that front bend. Sway a little bit from side to side. And then let's come on down into our squat. Good. Come on down to the floor, all the way down. So you're in a seated posture. See what time it is. And rock your feet in and out a little bit. All right. You can do either side. Take one heel, tuck it in, open the other leg out to the side. Okay, like this. All right. So you've got one leg bent. So it's, for me, it's my right leg. I'm going to take the opposite hand, okay, and reach it over to the bent leg. So the opposite hand reaches over to the bent leg. This will keep your chest facing forward, right? Inhale as you reach up, and exhale, you're reaching out towards the wall. Nice deep stretch. And 2. And 3. Keep lengthening. 4. Good. Go ahead and turn your palm upward. Inhale, reach as you come on up. Exhale, let your arm come down. All right, we're going to switch. Tuck your heel in. Let your leg go out to the side. And you're going to reach over to that bent leg. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale, stretch. And reach towards the wall. 2. 3. 4. Good. Reach and come on up. Exhale, let your arm come down. Okay, we're going to put our switch your feet again. I want you to tuck in your heel. Have the other leg out to the side. So now what you're going to do is you're going to turn so that your chest is facing your straight leg and one hand on either side of the leg. Take your inside hand and reach it over to the outside of your calf. So you're holding on to the outside of that calf, and some of you might actually reach the foot. So you've got 2 variations. Your outside hand is just going to help you twist slightly and then bring your chest down. So it's kind of like your heart center is coming down towards the knee. You're not going to go all the way down, but it's in that direction. I want you to notice where you feel this stretch. This one for me is really nice. I feel it on the outside of my leg, but I also feel it in my lower back. And just relax and focus on your breathing. And it's with each exhale that you just kind of soften. It's like your body's relaxing into the stretch and go just a little bit further. So you're never forcing a stretch. You're never making it happen. You're just allowing it to happen, which is a really great analogy for life, right? And inhale as you come up and exhale. You can just allow life to unfold and not force it. That's a life lesson. That's a good one. All right. So let's turn so that our chest is facing. So we're switching, tucking the other foot in, turning so the chest faces your foot. One hand on either side of the leg. Take your inside hand, reach over to the outside of your calf or the outside of your foot. Use your outside hand to kind of help you twist just a little bit and then fold. and 2. 3. 4. And slowly untwist and bring yourself up. Go ahead and open both legs out. Sit up nice and tall. If you find it difficult to sit up tall, if you fall back a little bit, use your folded blanket or towel. Sit on that. Okay. And then inhale as you exhale, lean forward. And you can move a little bit from side to side. That'll help you to relax into that stretch back and forth. All right, let's come back to center. And go ahead and bring yourself up. Pop the feet in, soles of the feet are together. Bounce the knees. Go ahead and lean forward into your butterfly pose. You can even rest your arms on your legs, just adding a little bit of weight to the stretch. Good, and relax. Go ahead and bring your knees in, stretch your legs out in front of you, and rock those feet in and out a few times. Let's do one more seated stretch before we come down onto our backs. So we're going to take, you can do either leg, take one leg and bend it under like this, and take the other leg and cross it on top. Now, ideally, you're trying to line up those knees, but that's okay if they don't line up. Start like this. Just see if you can get a foot up onto the knee. You're going to get a really good stretch. And then gradually you bring the leg over, and in time, it'll open more up. You're going to sit up tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. You're going to feel this in your buttocks and that hip, and just relax. All right, go ahead and bring yourself up. Let's do the other side. Stretch those legs out. Tuck the other leg under. Cross your leg on top, or get your foot up onto that knee. Sit up tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. And breathe. All right, go ahead and bring yourself up under your legs. Stretch your legs out. Rock your feet in and out. Okay, we're going to come down onto our backs. If you want socks on your feet, go ahead and put them on. And you can stretch your blanket out onto your mat for a little extra padding. Or you can cover up with a blanket, or you can roll that blanket and use it as a bolster under your knees if you prefer. That can be really comfortable as well. And then go ahead and bring yourself down onto your back. All right, before we wind down into, I'm ready to relax. Before we wind down into that relaxation, now let's do a little spinal twist. So I want you to open your arms out to the sides and bring those knees back up into your chest. You can either keep the knees together like this, or you can cross your right leg over your left one. So either the knees are together or you cross the right leg over the left one and then go to your left. Let the knees go to the left all the way down to the floor. Turn your head, look out towards your right hand and stretch. And that'll help draw the shoulder towards the floor and just hold. Good, let's do the other side. Bring those knees to center. Same thing, either the knees are together or you wrap that left leg over, go to the right, and then your shoulder might come up. So I want you to turn your head, look out towards that left hand, try to get the shoulder or relax that shoulder towards the floor. And then you can work on drawing the knees towards the floor. And it doesn't matter if the knees touch the floor. It's more comfortable if the shoulder's down. And just breathe. Good, and slowly untwist. Let's bring the knees into the chest one more time and relax your back. And go ahead and stretch yourself all the way down onto your mat. You can rock your feet in and out, let the feet fall out to the sides. And let your arms rest by your sides. Let the palms face upward so your shoulders are relaxed. Close your eyes softly and take a nice deep breath here. This is your Shavasana, your relaxation pose. Inhale and exhale deeply. And bring your awareness all the way to your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles, your lower legs, knees and upper legs. Relax your hips and your pelvis, the abdomen, your lower back. Relax to the heart center, your upper back, your chest, your lungs, your shoulders, all the way down to your fingertips. Back up through the shoulders. Relax through the neck and through the face and all the way up through the top of your head. Now slowly take a deep breath. And just start to bring your awareness back by moving fingers and toes. A nice way to come out of that relaxation is to rub those hands together. Make your hands warm. Place those warm hands over your eyes and block out all the light. And open your eyes into your palms. And then when you're ready, you can bring the hands away and focus on your hands for a moment. And then let your hands come down. Go ahead and draw the knees into your chest and relax your back. And just rock a little bit side to side. And rest on your side for a moment. All right, when you feel ready, you can bring yourself up to a comfortable seated posture. And as we start to close the class, right, bring your hands to the heart for just a moment. It's nice to set an intention for the day. So think about how you'd like to feel today. What kind of day do you want to have? Good. And then eyes are open and namaste. All right, everyone. If you need to go about your day right now, I just want to wish you a really good day. Let it be easy and peaceful. If you would like to stay and meditate for the next 15 minutes or so, let's see where our time is. Yeah, about 15 minutes. You can go ahead and stay. And you'll want to have a comfortable seated posture. I usually have to fold my blanket a little thicker in order to sit comfortably on the floor. You can do that if you like. Go ahead and sit up. And I am actually going to get, my room is cold. I think I told you I moved, right? I live in Idlewild now. I live in the mountains and it is beautiful, but it is a little chilly. So I'm just going to put something on so that when I'm meditating, I'm not distracted, right? So comfortable seated posture, you want to be cozy. And if you need to stretch a leg out while you're meditating, that's perfectly fine. Okay. All right. So a nice way to bring yourself into sort of that quiet, relaxed state where your mind gets a little quieter and the breath gets deeper is to do a breathing technique. So we're going to do some pranayama, some breathing. All right, let's do the alternate nostril breath. So with the alternate nostril breath, you're going to bring your hand towards your face. I'm right-handed, so I got my right hand towards my face. The thumb will close off the right nostril. And then you can tuck your first two fingers in, and the inside of your ring finger will close off the left nostril. If that's not comfortable for your hand to tuck those fingers in, you can also do this where you just use the thumb and then the inside of your index finger, your first finger, right, to close off your nostrils. So whatever feels comfortable. You can close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. And let's close the left nostril with your finger and exhale through the right one. Close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through the left. Close that left nostril, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. Close the left nostril, exhale right. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Now exhale through the left nostril. Close the left one, inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. And let your hand come down and exhale evenly through both nostrils. It should feel a little easier to take that deep breath. And you can rest your hands either on your knees or in your lap. If you're resting your hands on your knees, You can touch that thumb and first finger of each hand together. That's comfortable. Okay, or just put one hand on top of the other and rest them in your lap. Another breathing technique is to count the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale, even out your breathing, called Matrika Pranayama. So just count the length of your breath. And gradually, you may not need to do the counting. You may be in a very relaxed, comfortable space. But if you find your mind is wandering, just bring it back gently again and again to the breath.